So the patch 10.2.7 PTR just dropped, and you know that means I have to go digging and find out what's new. And of course, there's new armor sets and weapons and mounts for us to cover. So in this video, we'll be going over all of the weapons and armor sets, and then I'll make another video, so subscribe for that, about the mounts. Starting off with the armor sets, we're going to be looking at some trading post armor sets. First up, we have these divers sets. There's 4 of them. This one is the dark divers set, and it's the one I actually like the most. They're all going to look like those old school big bubble helmet diving sets. After the dark one, we have the tan one, and the tan one, in my opinion, looks pretty basic. It's probably the first one that they ever modeled and colored, and all the rest of them are kind of recolors of the tan diver set, which is what it feels like in my opinion. After that, we have the green diver set, which is the same thing as the other ones, just with a slight green tint, and we have another colored one coming up after the green one. And that colored one is the blue divers set, which is actually called the deep divers set in this example. So these 4 armor sets are all transmog sets that will be coming with the trading post in the coming months. There's also a few helmet items. We're going to be starting off here with the Vengeful Crusader's helmet, which looks like other helmets we've seen in the past. It looks like it's a up-res of a previous helmet we've seen. And then Chen Stormstout's bamboo hat, which is coming from the Pandamonium time running event coming in 10.2.7. Speaking of, Mists of Pandaria World sets are now available in the model viewer, including the Sun Pearl clothing, which is new. This is the green set. And then here's what's called the red set, which is actually more of a blue set. So it's interesting. Maybe there's going to be another set that's actually more truly red. So you can see there's 3 transmog sets per armor type. This one is the plate one. I showed the leather one at the beginning. These are all in the game. It's just now that these will be obtainable through the time running event. So now we're done with armor sets, and we're going to be moving on to weapons. We're going to be starting off with the Blade of the Riptide. All of these Riptide weapons are going to be coming from the trading post as well as the other ones. So this is a one-handed sword. We also have a lot of other one-handed sword models that are going to be coming with the coming patches and in the coming trading posts. Specifically ones that look like quel'serrar, which we're going to be seeing just here. And there's going to be a couple of them. There's the Seaborn Blade and there's the Flameborn Blade. And then there's going to be normal and radiant versions of both of these. So this is a Radiant Seaborn. This one is the normal Seaborn Blade. Now we have the Radiant Fireborn Blade. So you can see it's a black and red color scheme. And if you know me, you know I love black and red as a color scheme. It looks really cool. And then the standard Fireborn Blade right after that. So that's the one that doesn't have the gleaming effect on it. Overall, I think these are really awesome one-handed sword options. There's also a mace transmog here, which you can see it's called the Riptide Basher. Nothing super special about it, but it definitely fits in. This is called a placeholder dagger. There's a red and a blue version, followed by the Riptide dagger. That placeholder dagger you saw, there's going to be a lot of placeholder weapons as we're going through this that all have kind of blue and red color schemes to kind of combat each other. So the one that's up next is the staff. So we have a blue staff that's coming from the trading post. And of course we have a red staff to mirror it. This feels like a PvP thing, an Alliance versus Horde thing. And we do have one more staff, which is the Riptide staff, which looks like a Cthulhu on the end of a stick. I think it's pretty awesome overall. After the staves, the next thing to look at are guns, and there are 2 guns here. Once again, a red and a blue rifle, which looks similar to models we've seen before. Once again, the red and blue color schemes make me think this is going to be PvP related. And then we're going to be moving on to the offhands and shields and all that fun stuff to kind of close it out. So once again, we have another Riptide item in the Riptide Bulwark, which is a shield. And after that, we're going to be moving into the true offhands, in which there are a couple of books. Once again, both of these are placeholder offhands, which are blue for the Alliance side. It looks kind of like a mix between a priest and a warlock tome. And the final one is a red offhand tome called the placeholder offhand red. Black and red, I really love that color scheme. I think it looks great, and I'm curious to know why there are so many PvP themed weapons and armor sets happening right now. So those are all the new weapons and armor sets that are coming in patch 10.2.7 that are on the PTR as of today. And remember to stay tuned and subscribe for that mount video that's going to be coming out shortly. Take care.